What's up? I'm a dad, a husband, a full-time digital advertiser, a business owner, a YouTuber, a photographer, a novice writer, a podcaster, and a minimalist. It's not always easy to find the right gear that fits all of these different life and job titles. But in this video, I wanted to show you my everyday backpack and what I keep in it. Before I do though, on this channel I talk about minimalism, intentional living, tech, and more. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. So it seems that I can never find the perfect backpack. Some backpacks are better than others, but I always find little things here and there that just kind of irk me or don't fit my needs exactly. The last backpack I used was the bag by Day Owl, and it was very professional and smart looking, and I could take it to business meetings and it would fit right in. But it wasn't really working for me in terms of tech, and if I ever needed to throw my camera into the bag, it was kind of awkward and there wasn't a great place to put it or know that that camera would be protected. If you watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I like to be intentional with the products that I own, buy, and get rid of. The more a product can check off multiple boxes of things that I need in my life, the better that product is. I'll admit I wasn't necessarily looking for a new bag, but a company called Able Carry reached out and sent me this bag. If I'm being completely honest with you, I wasn't that excited about this bag. In fact, I'd had another company sent me a similar material bag in the past and I hated it. But the purpose of that bag was to be able to fold it up and put it in small spaces, and that's just not what I need. I need a bag with more rigidity, something that I can be sure my tech is safe in. And I thought with the materials of this Able Carry bag that it was very similar to that one, but I was pleasantly surprised upon opening the bag. In fact, there's plenty of rigidity in the backpack, in the back sort of plate of the bag, and it's actually one of the more rigid backpacks that I've ever owned, believe it or not. This material is a lot thicker than I've seen in the past, and honestly, it just holds and sits well on its own. There's no slouching or anything like that. It's solid. Everything feels secure and safe in the bag, and thanks to its well thought out compartments, nothing really slides or slouches or sloshes around while you're wearing it. Everything is nice and tight and secure on your back. One of my favorite features about the bag is it sort of expands and contracts according to what you put in it. So I don't have a lot of stuff in there right now, and you can see that it's pretty slim. And the bottom kind of just does this natural squeeze here, but as you start to add more stuff, it expands with that stuff. But natural state, it contracts, and that's just kind of a cool, slim, under the radar kind of look for this bag. As a pro tip, most tech bags have a good laptop sleeve and it's nice and padded and secure in general, but I like to have just a little more added protection since my laptop is kind of what makes me money. It's what I do all my work off of. So usually I'll try to put in an extra laptop sleeve, and I do have this one by GMYLE. I have no idea how you say that, but I've had it forever. It's nice and lined. It's good for the laptop itself, and I actually just put that inside the sleeve in the bag itself, and so then when I slip my laptop in, it's just got that much more protection, and this action is a lot easier to get the laptop in, especially when the bag is kind of closed. You can just slide it right in like that. I have a 13-inch MacBook Air, so the fact that this bag can hold larger laptops allows for that added laptop sleeve, and everything fits nice and snug. So what else do I keep in my everyday backpack? Let's dive right in. Before I do, I tried to link everything down in the description below with affiliate links, so if you want to pick up any of these things, grab them down there. It'll help out the channel. So as I've already mentioned, I have the 13-inch base model MacBook Air, and I've toyed around with making a video about how I run my 4K YouTube channel as well as my other company and my full-time job off of this one machine, and let me know if you'd like to see that video in the future. This laptop does everything I need it to and more, and I couldn't be happier. That Apple silicone is just... Next is my cord bag. This is a bag that a company called Side by Side sent over to me, and it's pretty much perfect. Though I do try to keep things minimal, I try to have a cord for every sort of port that I need for my technology accounted for in this bag. Whether it's USB-C, USB-A, Lightning, micro USB, all of the sort of different configurations I try to keep on me in this bag, just in case I need to charge something, or if something else that I don't take with me every day needs to be charged with a cable that might be a little bit different than USB-C or Lightning, which I normally use. In that cord bag, I also keep a Samsung SSD, and this is pretty pivotal to the work that I do. Since I do have the base model M1 MacBook Air, it only has 256 gigabytes of storage. And though I try to keep as least amount of stuff on the laptop as possible, this helps in that. If I'm editing a big video file, I do all my video editing, in fact, off of the computer and on this SSD. That way, if I go from my M1 Mac and I might pop by the office at work where I have a M1 Mac Mini, I can just bring the SSD with me. I don't have to only edit on one device or another. I can choose which device that I want to edit video on. If you've been around with the channel for a while, you'll know that I really enjoy bullet journaling and that I've partnered with a company called Finisher Secrets. The owner, Javier, and I have become good pals, and I've been doing a lot of helping with their community growth over there on their Facebook page. Links to that down in the description below. But the journal that I use for my daily tasks and calendar and everything is the Finisher's Journal, which you can also check out at the link below. I usually try to keep my iPad Mini 6 in my bag as well. Now, if I'm at a coffee shop or something, it can act as a second monitor, or if I just need to edit some photos or do some browsing or quick work on the go, it's easier to just pull out the tablet, which is nice and small and able to be held with two hands and typing like that. A little bit more of a workhorse over the phone, but not so much a laptop. So it's good to have those sort of 3 steps from phone, tablet, and computer, and they can all work well together. Luckily, with this bag, there's a nice little slot right in front of the laptop sleeve where I keep my iPad. Every day, I take my Ricoh GR3 with me, whether it's in my pocket or in my bag. I like to have a good professional camera with me at all times. And along with that, in my bag, I keep the charger, an extra battery, and I keep, a USB-C cord, obviously, to charge that battery as well. Back when I was doing strictly freelance and social media work, I would take my Sony a7 III around with me everywhere. So I did need a bag that housed a camera that big. Nowadays, the Ricoh GR3 is my favorite camera currently, even over the a7 III, and it's so much more portable and easy to carry with me. Now, I do feel comfortable if I need to throwing the a7 III in my backpack, though there's not a specified camera slot or camera area. It is very secure, even in the main large compartment, just throwing the camera lens down and letting it kind of sit in the middle of the backpack. I do feel the camera's safe. I also keep a battery pack, which just helps if I need to charge on the go and there's no outlets around. I also, if I'm ever out taking street photography, I can be charging one Ricoh GR3 battery in my backpack while shooting with another. These batteries don't last very long, so it's good to have that backup going while I'm out taking photos. I'm a part of an affiliate program where I actually came across this sunglasses brand called Sunski, and these are the latest sunglasses that I wear with me every day, and they usually go in my backpack in their case. I'm trying to take better care of my sunglasses, or in my pocket, or of course on my face. But I love these sunglasses, and you can pick one up down in the description below. I usually wear a wrist strap connected to my camera. It's just easier and less to deal with, but I do bring my extra camera strap with me. This is the Pugh design system, which makes it super easy to change out straps if needed. And I always just have that in there in case I don't want to be holding my camera. I can just have it around my neck. You know how it goes. Last bits and bobs, I keep 2 pens in the pen slots in the book bag. And lastly, I bring my AirPods Pro, first generation, still holding out strong. If I'm doing any work in a cafe or at a library, I just love having my AirPods on me. If I ever need to pack any extra clothes like a sweatshirt or documents or books or anything like that, there's plenty of room left in the book bag for that. And like I said, it expands and contracts. So if I don't have books in there, it's flat. If I want to cram in some more books, it does have the space to allow for that. But I'm curious to know, would this setup work for you in your daily life? Is this everything you feel you would need to go day to day with nothing but a backpack on? Let me know in the comments if you think so, or what other things you would need to bring with you that maybe this backpack can't handle. Now, if for some reason you're interested in what I keep in my pockets every day, you can catch my latest EDC video here. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment if you enjoyed and subscribe for more.